This is the second of a series of 7 videos that focus on the idea of holistic design for flexible delivery. In this specific video, we focus on organisational issues. Just to recap video 1 and the idea of holistic approach to program design, which gives due consideration to organisational, technological and pedagogic perspectives. This video focuses on one of those, the organisational. Also to remind you that at an organisational level it's important to consider all aspects of the program cycle in the design of the program. In this particular video I'll be using 2 models to deconstruct the idea of organisational issues. 2 aspects of Berson 2004 model are important in organisational issues. One is the budget cost return on investment, and the other is the like-named organisational issues. Here I'm going to use the framework of organisational issues as described: goals and purposes, physical facilities, staff skills and attitudes, the related industrial relations considerations, and financial. So, to start with goals and processes, this list of questions and issues is by no means comprehensive, but gives an idea of the sorts of issues that need to be considered when thinking about goals and processes. It's important to maintain a focus on the whole of organisation and the complete curriculum cycle. Has a reasonable timelines and action plans been established? Has the planning work been put into place? Does student records accommodate the needs of the program and the design aspects that one is promoting? Have the implications for the library been properly addressed in terms of access and staff roles? It is often these support elements, areas such as student administration and the library, which are overlooked. In terms of physical issues, some of the questions which might be asked are: what are the implications for allocation of physical resources in terms of timetabling, for example? Are rooms available at a time and place that is necessary? This includes both physical resources and virtual classrooms. Will adequate equipment be available to support the program? So, for example, in the case of a self-paced approach, will it be possible to provide the equipment at the time and place that the student requires it? In terms of staff and industrial relation issues, what are the implications for staff roles? What are the implications, and is there a critical mass of staff who are on the supportive side of the changes that you're promoting? Is there adequate professional development for tutors, administrators and other support staff? Professional development that not only looks at the technical issues of implication of changes, but also the human and symbolic elements of those changes, and importantly, what are the industrial relations implications? From a financial perspective, has an adequate budget been allocated, not only for the development phase and implementation phase, but also for the maintenance phase? This is often an area which is overlooked in financial planning for the implementation of change with flexible delivery. Has adequate financial support been allocated to tutor, teacher and administrative support? In terms of Berson's idea of budget costs and returns on investment, one needs to consider the development phase, the implications for infrastructure, the delivery and deployment phase, and the maintenance phase. And none of these should be overlooked if one is trying to achieve a successful implementation. In terms of Berson's organisational issues, Berson considers the ideas of organisational support and culture. Changes in the nature of the way that we go about teaching are not simply a matter of structure. They are also a matter of important cultural changes, and these should not be overlooked. Are resources available, human, physical and financial, and have adequate time been available for the lead up as well as the implementation and will the changes have an adequate shelf life in order to justify the expenses involved?